Welcome back, guys, for more Surviving Mars Martian Express, and you join me at a very, very opportune moment. Just about to hit a milestone. We'll do that in a second. In this episode, we are going to put in not 1, not 5, not 10, but 14 new domes. We're going to do the entire factory quarter over here. So we're going to start off. The very first thing we're going to do is come in here, grab a couple of diamond domes. One goes in there. Flip it around. The other one goes in there. So the first thing I've got to do is reproduce all of this, which is no mean feat. There's a hell of a lot of electronics in here. Over here. So we'll have an old people and a training dome and a kids dome to produce a population to feed this area over here. This is going to be the residential area for engineers. So this oval dome here, those are going to be the residences. And then this dome here, which is going to be accessed from here by passage, from here by passage. This is going to be where all the services are. And then these two domes down here and these two domes up here are going to be just like parks and entertainment. So yeah, quite the complex. And they're going to be serviced by these 8 stations. These 4 stations, 2 of them are going to go over to stations here, and 2 of them are going to come into stations which are going to be down here. It's going to be the same setup as this. I've actually changed this. I've demolished this track because it was going into this one, and it needs to go into this one. And that means that I can then have 2 lines coming out here for something, and then I can have a line. I've still got a line left, and I'll have another line over here to go out down here to the ag domes. Whew, so that's that. And then these 4 stations are all going to go up to here. These are the factory domes. So those stations will come up here. The tracks will come up here and go into these 4 stations. Seriously, trying to get access and making sure that you can get enough people moving around with the trains without shuttles. It's not easy. But each one of these stations connects to 3 and possibly 4. I'm not sure about that, but that connects to these 3. This one connects to these 4. This one connects to these 3, and this one connects, well, these 2 connect to these 4. You get the idea. So that's that. Right. Up here, I'm still working on this part up here. I'm putting in this side. Now remember, this is waste rock processing. So I've got some rare metals refineries up here. They're going to produce some rare metals, again, using waste rock. So we're focusing all that activity up here. And the bigger plan is in this crater, which I've said from right from episode 1, we're going to have the mow hole in here. That is going to feed out to a transport hub, probably about here. Waste rock is going to be shipped up to here by train. The metals and rare metals are going to be shipped over to here. These rare metals will get shipped down to the transport hub, shipped up here. The rare metals will be turned into electronics. The metals will be turned into machine parts. Any excess rare metals will be shipped back down to here and then into here to be shipped off and sold. What else? I don't know. That's the plan. Let's get the first bit done. So let's get this done. Let's have our milestone. Let's get things cranked up. Here we go. Terraforming progress. Liquid surface water now possible. Toxic rains can now be expected. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have to be cleaning up toxic rain. Let's go and have a quick look. So you can see liquid water, the first one, that's at 25% temperature, and then go down to number 6. Toxic rain start at 25% atmosphere, 25% temperature, which we just hit. And then if you go down 4 from the bottom, toxic rains end at 55% atmosphere, 55% temperature, and 5% water. So I need to get a bit of water going as well. So I've got a ton to do research-wise. We're just finishing off automated storage because I thought that would be handy. It's somewhere around the place, or at least one place. We're going to have a big like storage depot kind of thing, probably up by the transport hub. maybe, but there might be more than one. Then I'm just going to be doing Martian copyright so that I can afford to buy all of the materials. The reason getting this done is so important is so that I can actually start producing electronics and machine parts and polymers. Polymers right now I'm going to be bringing in over here. I've got both of these set to bring in polymers, and I'm going to be shipping in so many, it's going to be crazy. Let's reject that offer. Request polymers. What else? What else do I need to tell you? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. There's so much to do that I think, you know what? Let me get this set up first, and then we'll move on to getting this done. And a few days later, phase 1 is complete. And I've got to say, this is looking so good. I have come up with a revised layout for the kids and old people's dome. Before, I had this mirrored over here. I've moved that to over there, and then I've spaced the retirement homes out and put in a nice garden design with some nice fountains down there. And I tell you what, it's looking blooming nice now. I like that. That's gonna look really nice when we can take the domes off. Wow, starting to look like a city. Wow, man, wait till we get the other half done. That's gonna look so good. What else? What else? Yeah, well, did I accept that? I think I did. Yes, I did. Good. I wanted to show you a little tip, and this is in response to a comment that I got. And they're saying, especially when it's difficult to move resources around and build stuff, why not build stuff, refab it, and then just place it where you want it? And actually, I have been doing that, so I thought I'd actually show you. So let's go into here. I want, for example, some advanced Stirling generators. Now these things, 25 polymers, 10 electronics, and when I'm placing them over here, getting that many polymers. Because, like, if I'm doing a full one of these, then you're talking, what, 50, 100 to 250 polymers? Yeah, 250 polymers I've got to get across there, which is a bit of a pain. So, much easier to just build them over here. Now, it does cost you an extra electronic per building. So, you need to factor that into your costings. But yeah, let's speed things up. So obviously, I'm going to need more resources to get these built, but that's easy enough. We'll go to the space elevator and polymers. We'll bring in. What did I just 4? That's 100. So 100 would get me back to where I was. We'll bring in 150, and we'll bring in 50. No, 50 electronics, not machine parts. We'll bring in 50 electronics as well. And launch. And because, like, everything's here, these get built really, really quickly. We can then, once they're built, refab them.
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
Come on, guys, get it built. They're slacking. I've just put in 2 extra drone hubs here. Primarily for moving food around, because these drone hubs, they cover the central area, so getting resources and stuff is fine. But I want food moved between the domes, and that one doesn't cover the transfer of food between these domes and these domes. So if I put these in, then this covers these food, so food can get moved around a lot more efficiently. Oh, these have got built. So refab, and refab. 20, that's not really good enough. We'll reject that and request a new offer, please. Cool. Now, I have started moving waste rock around via the trains. And the way I've got it set up, these trains are set to ship out any waste rock that they get. This one and this one. So any waste rock that gets put onto these 2 trains gets shipped up to here. These are set to never send waste rock in the other direction. And then these are set to send waste rock, any waste rock that they get sent over here. These are set to never send it in the opposite direction. And then from here, it can just get moved into the waste rock processing. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And it seems to be working pretty well. I'm just waiting at the moment, really, for this deposit to get exhausted. We've only got like 600 left. Once that gets exhausted, then I can rip this stuff out and tidy this up. This is all very cool. We are still manufacturing drone prefabs. Let's crank up like a whole load more. I'm trying to keep like 100 scheduled at all times. We've got 35. I'm going to put a few more on here. Let's get you up to like, what, 15? We'll have like 15 over here. Because to be honest, you can't have too many here. There's so much going on. Right, we got our prefabs. So now we can go over here and just plonk them down. 4 Stirling generators. 1. Now, we're at around 360 in the day. I think we're about 40 or 50 power at night, which is not really enough. So, boom, boom. By the way, I don't know about you, I love the fact that I have built around this rock and kept it. I think that really enhances things. Right, and they're boom, they're there. Open them up. And look at that, now we're at 660 power. That's a lot better. And then we can put in wind turbine goes there, just for a bit of dressing. And then finally, I can get rid of these things. Now, if you compare, well, once these have gone, come on guys, yeah, they're getting rid of them. Boom, 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 one more. There we go. Oh, by the way, the other thing I can do, no more meteor storms. Woohoo! Well, no more recurring meteor storms. It's not that you can get meteor storms from like events and stuff. But I'm very tempted to rip all of these out now. But I might hang on a bit. We'll see. But yeah, you compare how this looks with how these look, and suddenly it's like, oh my god, yeah, those don't look good. Just a few turbines. Nice. All of these turbines? Nah, it's too much, isn't it? Way too much. Oh, we'll take that offer. Oh, this is annoying. Did you see it was like 23? And then you come in and it's like 21. And the reason for that is that this is requesting polymers, but also we've got these pads over here requesting polymers. And instead of getting multiple offers for the different pads, it just overrides it if you get another offer. So, and I can't get that 23 one back. Like if I go over here, fortunately I've got a new offer and it's 24, which is good news. But yeah, like you should, if you've got multiple pads requesting the same thing, you should get multiple offers. They need to fix that. Right, well, what are we doing next? Well, next, I've got to get this building. So I think the way I'm going to do this...
Research complete.
Oh man, how am I going to do this? It's a very good question. I think I'm going to be doing some prefabbing. And then just place it down, because this is a lot of stuff to move. 300 concrete, 200 metals, 100 polymers. This one's 150, 150, 100, 150, 150. So that's what? That's 600 concrete, 400, 500 metals, and 300 polymers. Just for those 3 domes. Then you've got all the support equipment that's got to go in around them. Yeah. So I think maybe I'm going to do like a batch of drone hubs and triboelectric scrubbers and stuff, and then prefab like a fair amount, at least until I can get like the trains up and running. Once the trains are shipping stuff out there, it'll be cool. So let me get kind of an initial thing up and running, and then hopefully once we've got the trains running, we can like watch it get built. And we have trains. Hooray. There was much rejoicing. I'm going to bring my drone commander out here because we're going to do the train tracks. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put a drone hub. Now, we need coverage of the tracks so that we can repair them. I think what we'll do is, actually, there looks about good. So I'm going to pop that in there. And then the little setup that I've got for kind of these monitoring stations is to have, oh, we've got a Mars quake. Have a 2 gap and that one, and then a 2 gap and that one. Then we get cables, which we run around the outside like this. And run that. That creates the little monitoring station kind of thing. And then what I want to do is run this up into here. So now I want this running down the center of these two, which is going to be interesting. So let's put a bit in. Now, is there... okay. There is in the center for that. Okay. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Well, I'm going to have to come up with a different way to do it then. So we're going to have these 2 lines coming up to here. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think I can do this. Right. So let's get this track laid. So we want this to come out to say about there. Yeah, about there. Ooh, man, this is tricky to plan out. And then say across there. Then come up here and go across the outside of that. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks like it might be doable. And then we want to come up probably to about there.
Research complete. Milestone achieved.
And then up here a bit. And this one's the outside. So this one's going to go into this station here. So that is how that's going to be. Okay, cool. So now I can run this down to there and then up to... I guess I'm going to go into there. So, what's the gap size? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we run up to say there, oh, went one too far. That's not what I want. Yeah, that's what we want. No, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There and into there like that, and then that can actually feed all of the domes potentially. Or I could, hang on a second, what about if I go straight up to there? Now we need to get the plumbing. Okay. Okay, so I would love that to go straight into there, so this would have to be one further over. Okay. So, like, ideally, what I would like is that, and then for that to just go straight into there. So, if we get rid of this, and this, and this, and this, which means that I need this bit here to be one further over. Oh, great. Okay, fine. So, we'll get this and delete this. This is why I do a lot of this offline. Because planning this stuff out can be a real pain. Yeah, so I want to come 1, 2, 3, don't I? Yep. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there. Then that should run along the side of there. And it does! Oh, good news. Okay. And then we want to come up there to some degree. Then this is going to come across this So about there, I'm thinking, and then into there. Does that look about right? I've got to leave enough room for the other two tracks. So actually, I'm thinking to come back a little bit. Maybe there. Because we've got 4 tracks coming out here. So I'm thinking more like that. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Okay, fine. So then the other station is going to come out here. Now, currently, we've only got a 3 gap in between here. And we need a 4 gap, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, 6 gap. Okay. So if we'll start off 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start off with a 4 gap. So we're going from a 2 gap to... No, that's not right. I've got to calculate this now. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 5 gap. It's a 5 gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we need a 5 gap here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. If I do it like that, actually, if I do it like no, it doesn't work. So I need 2, 2. So yeah, there would work, I guess. And then that comes down here and comes along here like that. Yep, come on, go in. And oh, we've got a tiny bit of uneven terrain there. Oh no. Okay, so I've got to get rid of this and do a little bit of flattening work. So just like that should be fine. Well, let's see if that works. We'll see. We'll see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I remember. I was putting tracks in. We'll go. So, come on. All right, there we go. So, what did I say? We need to come down to there. Except... Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Then we come up here. But that's 1, 2, 1, 2. There. Then we come down here, and that actually works. Good Lord. Okay, that comes across. Now, do I narrow it at that point? And I think I probably do. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gap. Do we narrow it to a 3? 2, 3. I'm thinking we do. 1, 2, 3. It needs to be there. So you come out to there. Oh, man. Oh, this is not easy when you're an idiot. Let me tell you. Oh, man. Okay, so that's still a 3. That's still a 3 gap, and then into there like that. Okay, so we've got 1 gap goes into 1, 2, 3 gap goes into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gap to go around this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. I could have narrowed this to a 3 gap, couldn't I? But it's, I mean, see, that's the kind of thing. You know what? I may play around with that and refine it and I might narrow it there. And then I've got to do the same thing with the 2 lines going out this way. I've just been waiting on this to run out of concrete and it just has. So I can remove that because I want these lines from here to actually go through here and then hook up to here. So let me get that done. And the train lines are complete. I have had so much fun playing around setting this up. And I gotta say, it does look pretty darn good. So shall we see it in action? Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up. And the first train's come out. And it's a race. Oh, come on. You can catch up. Can you catch up? No, you can't. Oh, look how many trains. There's 6 trains on each track. Man, that looks busy. Now, I've set this up. Let me show you, actually. If I click on one of these stations. I've set the 4 stations, so these 2 and these 2, to send... Oh, no, I haven't, actually. I meant to. I meant to set these up to send... not electronics. To send polymers and metals and concrete. And so, yeah, that one. Let's do this one as well. Oh, no, I guess I just missed that one. So that's all set up. Right, that's fine. This one. Yeah, this one's... I just missed that one. Good job I checked, really. Okay, cool. So they're sending the stuff down here. And then these guys are grabbing it. And we're getting it built. Look at this. Already done the concrete. The metals are out. Look at the metals ticking over. And the polymers are coming in nicely. Now, I may need to buy some more polymers. Let's have a look. How are we doing for polymers? We're getting polymers. Now, are we getting polymers coming in? We are getting polymers shipped in here. And they're getting brought up. And then they're getting taken down here. So, yeah, we are getting polymers. We've got like 1.1k of polymers. So, as long as they're getting shipped down here, it's all good. Is there a kind of a constant flow of polymers? There's some polymers. There's polymers. There's polymers. So, yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Now, are we going to get enough? Because we need a lot over here. We need... what do we need? Oh, well, we've already got the 100 polymers. We're just about to finish the metals, and then that's going to get built. How are we doing? Oh, this is starting. We've already got all the concrete. The metals coming in. Half the polymers. This one, we've got all the concrete. We're just waiting on the metal and polymers. And that dome is getting built. Our first megadome. It's an exciting moment for the colony. As the megadome takes shape. And boom. Woohoo! And we have crazy fireworks all over the place. Woohoo! Yes, construct a megadome. We've got 2,500 XP for that. While we're talking about to XP research, while we're talking about research, I'm doing a whole bunch of the terraforming ones. In fact we're working on the last one that I really want, which is the seed vegetation for 45,000. Once that's done. Oh, I don't know. I'd like to do the Microfusion Wonder. I'd like to do Project Morpheus. Oh, I want to do the Geoscape Dome. So, I might do that before I do the Morpheus. Anything else? The whole core heat convector, not so much. What's that? Oh, that's waste rock. Don't really need that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, frankly. So, let's crank this up again. So how's this going? This is ticking up quite quickly. I mean, this is definitely happening. How are we doing for polymers? Are the polymers still coming in, or have we stalled on polymers? Let's go and have a look over here. How are we doing? We do have it. No, we've still got look. We've still got polymers being shipped up. Yeah, polymers are definitely coming in. They're being moved around a bit, but there's a purple polymer being shipped. Where's that one going to go? Should we see where that goes? Oh, that gets put on there. Oh, and then a couple of drones come and grab them, take them down, put them on there. Now, are we seeing them on the trains? Let's have a look. You're bringing some metal. What are you bringing? You're bringing a couple of polymers. So yes, they are still continuing to come up. Oh, and look. While we just had a quick look over there, this oval dome got finished. And it gets built. It is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Boom. Done. Wow. How are we doing with this one? Wow, it's flying along. Flying along. How are the polymers doing? Yeah, polymers are happening. Should we have a little look at the drones and see? Yeah, look. Yeah, you can see. 2 at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Like when the polymers arrive, they certainly get shipped in nice and quickly. Now, the only thing is, we need to make sure that we don't get choked with concrete. So, because I've got no depots or anything to store the concrete. So, I think at that point, we want to come over here and we want to stop sending concrete. We'll just have it balanced. So balance there, and balance there, and balanced there. Cool. Which means we can still get concrete, but we just won't be shipping it out at the ridiculous speed that we are at the moment. And in actual fact, we should start to see these concrete levels drop. Oh, and look how quickly that happens. Or it did. Now it's stopped. Going to go down anymore? No. Probably needs to get taken from where it is on that station and put on a dump somewhere. Okay, well, is it still happening? Yes, it's still happening. We're almost done. Little bit of metal. We're done with the polymers. Polymers are done. Well, what's that going that way? There we go. That's better. So what are we looking for? We're looking for 15 more metal. Oh, there's a couple. There's another one. There's another couple. The countdown to the third dome going in. Oh, 2 more. Boom, and there it is. And the third dome gets built. It's so good. It is so good. How's this going to look? I think this is going to look fairly impressive. So there you go. It didn't really take that long to get those 3 domes. When you consider the amount of resources that went into there, there was like, what, 600 concrete? What, about 400 polymers? 350, something like that? About the same in metals. I mean, yeah, a lot. Boom, got done. So now, really, it's rinse and repeat. I need to set up the trains over here to go up to here and get these built. Yeah. And these 4 domes here. And then I've got to put all the supporting stuff in. You know what? I think we're going to leave it there. But this is going to be a 2-parter. So here's part 1. Part 2, we'll get all the other domes built. But yeah, it's kind of rinse and repeat now. Oh man, this is going to look so good. This is going to look so good. It already, like, the place starts to come alive. You've got all the trains running around. You've actually got infrastructure. So rather than just like having a dome over here and a dome over here and stuff just getting flown around, you've actually got like proper transport infrastructure that you can see. Man, it's starting to look good. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I mean, I had an absolute ball putting all this stuff together. I still need to put... We've got a nice power surplus. Still want to put in more power. I've just kind of put in the bare bones, just 4 of these. When in actual fact, there should be, what, 12 in each of these. Which will give us a ton more power. We've got toxic rain going on at the moment. We need another 5% temperature and 5% water. And we're done. So we might have to do a special project to get us some water. Yeah, well, if you want to see how I do that, come back for part 2. I'll catch you for that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Peace out.